What is going on, everybody? Grayson here from Poke Profit. Welcome back to the end of week market update. We're doing sealed product singles and slabs over $1,000. It's going to be an interesting mix too, from vintage product all the way up to ultra modern. Starting off, we have a Fusion Strike booster box on auction, $1,091. Consistently at this point, we're seeing Fusion Strike sell over $1,000, which I think is great, especially if you own the product. A 151 booster bundle display, $1,800. Multiple of these selling on a weekly basis. I would say most of them at this point are probably pushing $1,800, which is kind of crazy to see, honestly, for the 151 bundles. XY Evolutions, this booster box sold for $1,975. I think I saw an auction sell over $2,000 as well. It's definitely in this range, and it is moving up in price, which is interesting because I just did the XY update. A lot of the XY era booster boxes are actually coming down a little bit in price. Not a ton, but maybe pulling back, I want to say 5 to 8% over the past month to 6 weeks, in that range. But Evolution's going the opposite way, pushing towards $2,000 USD. Team up, we have a lot of 8 check lane blisters here, 4 with the Mimikyu promo, 4 with the Pikachu promo. These are very expensive. I think they're quite difficult to grade too, if I remember correctly, in 10s. At least the Pikachu one was. I'm not exactly sure about the Mimikyu. I would imagine it's coming out of a check lane. It's probably going to be pretty difficult. 2K for 8 of these, so 250 a piece. Team up, even the loose packs, the sleeve packs, they're getting expensive, guys. Following all those, we do have a case of Celebrations ETBs, 3,550 Canadian. That is approximately $2,596 USD. And we're about halfway through the sealed items here. Evolving Skies, $2,600 USD. Evolving and Fusion are kind of like the only boxes right now in the Sword and Shield era where they're still trying to push higher. A lot of the other sets, they're slowing down right now, which I think is fine. We've seen a pretty decent rebound from the correction lows a couple months ago. $2,600 though, somewhere in the middle, I would say average right now for where Evolving Skies is trading at. Then we have Destined Rivals, a sealed case here, $3,550 USD. I think that comes out to, I want to say like 580, something like that. Maybe a little bit less, 550, 560 in that range for a box, which is a little bit cheaper than like the 600 plus on TCG Player. Roaring Skies, sealed box here, $3,552. Not much to say. That's in a fairly normal range, I think, for Roaring Skies. Ancient Origins with an acrylic case. This sold for $5,700 USD, which I think for Ancient Origins might actually be a little bit low. This box is in pretty decent shape too. Like, it looks maybe on the front, we have a bit of wear to the cardboard, and the wrap's obviously not perfect, but for a box this age, like it's not bad. Yeah, it really is probably just the stent on the top corner that's affecting price here, but still almost 6K on Ancient Origins. We have a master case here of Paldean Fates booster bundles. We actually talked about these in yesterday's video. I think people, if they are buying the bundle displays right now, they are probably making a decent choice. I mean, the loose bundles are $120. The bundle displays you can get for like $1,200, which is essentially the same price. So you either have to be buying the loose bundles cheaper, in my opinion, or you need to be buying the bundle displays for around $1,200. In this auction, if you're doing the math here, because I believe there's 6 displays inside, that's less than $1,100 per display, and that's in the sealed master case. So that's a pretty decent deal, in my opinion. Somebody making a move into Paldean Fates. We do have a black and white era booster box. We don't see these show up too often, and I think this is base set, $7,500 USD. Team up here, $9,500. This is obviously a very cracked set. I do believe you'll see the Lovebirds showing up later on in the video, and maybe even the Gengar. Flashfire as well, $9,500. Not too much to say here. It's been in this range for a while. And the final sealed item this week is a doozy. It's a massive sale. We had a Neo Revelation booster box sell on auction through Ryan's Card House with an acrylic, obviously. $80,300 USD. Sure, there is a little bit of wear to the box, but this is in pretty good condition considering its age. 2001. This is a 25-year-old booster box. It really is a piece of history, and what an awesome piece. I don't know whoever's buying this, if they're going to crack it, if they're going to keep it in their collection, but super cool to see this sort of stuff show up in these videos. And you will see some vintage slabs showing up as well. It's not just going to be this sealed box. Now, before we go any further and talk about these singles and slabs, I did want to jump in here and say, if you guys enjoy the content, I'd really appreciate if you leave a like on the video. It helps out a ton getting these videos pushed out to more people. Also, a bunch of useful links in the description. Market spreadsheet, mentorship program. We also have some affiliate links here in the description if you are shopping eBay, TCG Player, Hobbiesville. Free and easy to use. You just click on the link before completing your purchase. I'll get a small percentage of that sale. No extra cost to you. It helps the channel. Thank you guys so much for your support, whether you're just here watching the videos, leaving a like. It genuinely helps out a ton. Getting into the singles and slabs, we're going to start off with a PSA 10. This is the Greninja Gold Star from the Celebrations ETB. PSA 10 pop, 2,764. Total pop, almost 41K. Very difficult to grade card. This sold for $1,001.33 USD. We also have a Lugia V here, the alt art from Silver Tempest. This in a PSA 10 sold for 743.82 pounds sterling. That's approximately $1,012 USD. Moving on, we do have the Sylveon EX SIR. This is from Prismatic Evolutions, $1,100 here. The PSA 10 pop is up to 2,649. Charizard EX from 151, PSA 10, $1,100. I think I saw another sale at like $1,200. There's multiple of these moving every single week on eBay. Hidden Fates, we do have the Charizard GX. This sold in a PSA 10, $1,150. This has been a staple at this point when we do the weekend update. And I think it's moved up a little bit since the last time we saw it, which I'm pretty sure was at maybe $1,050, $1,100, I want to say. Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX SIR, $1,250 in a PSA 10. Same thing with the Snorlax Pokemon Center promo. Fun fact, if you guys are in the spreadsheet, I actually did the PC ETB update. Some of the ETBs are kind of turning things around. Prismatic, 151, Paldean Fates, but a lot of the PCTBs like Paldea Evolved, Obsidian Flames, they're still coming down in price. Another month that was pretty rough to look at. So it really is interesting. A lot of the value there, I feel, outside of like the top couple sets, I think is in the promos. So if the promos aren't doing great, those boxes are going to have a rough time. But 151, you have the Snorlax promo, one of the better ones in my opinion, and also fairly difficult to grade. That's 30% PSA 10 rate, something like that. And yeah, not too much to say there, 1250. We do have another card here. This is Gengar Mimikyu GX from Team Up, not the tag team. Well, it is a tag team, but this isn't the rarer version, right? I think that one's coming up later on, but this one, $1,275 in a PSA 10. Dialga EX from Phantom Forces, very cool card. PSA 9, so not a 10, but still $1,350 USD. We have a vintage entry here. This is from Plasma Blast 2013 Execute. This in a PSA 10. I'm trying to see the pop here. 67 PSA 10s, total pop 429. This sold for $1,377 USD. Following that, we have Lily, the trainer card from Ultra Prism PSA 10, $1,450 USD. Rayquaza VMAX, the alt art from Evolving Skies, $1,525. Again, this is one of those cards that multiple copies are moving on a weekly basis. I just kind of choose one that I think is in the middle of the range, right? I don't want to take the highest sale. I also don't want to take the lowest sale if I can help it. Sometimes it happens, but for the most part, I try and find the average sale price, at least in my opinion. If you guys think it's low or high, definitely feel free to leave a comment. A Sylveon and Gardevoir GX, the tag team here from Unbroken Bonds. PSA 10, $1,545 USD. Ancient Mew, PSA 10. This is a very difficult to grade card here. You can see PSA 10 pop, 3,695. Total population, over 70,000. This card went for $1,825 USD. Moving along, we have Kyogre EX. This is from Double Crisis in Portuguese, by the way, at least according to the label, and it does look like Portuguese to me. And this went for $1,825 as well. There's only 9 of these in a PSA 10 33 total population. Very interesting. Mega Charizard EX. This is from Phantasmal Flames. PSA 10 selling for $1,875. Tons of these moving on a weekly basis. This is, I'd say, a fairly average sale. You're going to see the gold card as well showing up later on in the video. Gengar VMAX Fusion Strike PSA 10, $1,877 USD. Giratina V from Lost Origin, another one of these amazing alt arts from the Sword and Shield era. This sold for $1,899.99. Only one bid there, which makes me wonder if there was a buy it now price set and somebody just bid the buy it now price and it sold instantly. Generally, I think that happens when there's only one bid on some of these, or maybe there was a limit, who knows, and someone just put in the minimum bid or whatever, and there you go. But either way, very big sale there. We do have the Van Gogh Pikachu PSA 10. I'm laughing just because the pop on this card's insane. 46,366 tens. Total population over 103,000 at this point. It still sold $1,925 USD. Bubble Mew from Paldean Fates PSA 10. Another high pop card over 42K, 15K PSA 10s, $1,950 USD. Moving on, we have a Sun and Moon card here. This is from Cosmic Eclipse, the Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia GX. This sold for $2,145. And you can see here there's 1,537 PSA 10s. That's a fairly healthy pop, in my opinion. Some of these SIRs and alt arts, when they start pushing like 20, 30K, 40K, 100K for the Van Gogh Pikachu, I just don't feel great about them. Again, like, you guys can disagree and that's fine. Like, I know people who have made tons of money investing in singles, but for me, at least personally, I definitely get worried when I see numbers that high. Now, after that, we do have a lower pop card here, another vintage entry. This is a Pokemon Rocket Rainbow Energy. Okay, this might be from Team Rocket, maybe, first edition. And this went for $2,325 in a PSA 10. There's apparently only 99 of these in the world, which is fairly interesting. We also have a Magikarp here, illustration rare PSA 10, $2,325. Another very difficult to grade card, only 3,800 tens, more or less, 3,830 to be exact. We have the Pikachu here. Can't remember the exact name for this one, the Japanese promo, $2,375 in a 10. There's 18.4K of these. You will see a couple more Japanese cards, I believe, showing up towards the end of the video. English here, very rare card, I would imagine. This is the Team Rocket's Crobat EX, BGS 10 Black Label. We don't see a ton of Black Labels showing up, but when they do, they tend to go for a pretty penny. $2,800 through ZNG Emporium. And I'd say at this point, probably halfway through the singles and slabs. Mega Charizard XEX, the gold card from Phantasmal, $3,100 in a 10. There's only 512 of these currently in the world. We do have the Charmander PC ETB stamp promo. This is from the Obsidian Flames PCTB, $3,250 USD, less than 10% gem rate on that card. And another vintage entry on the list, we have a Flareon Holo. This is from Pop Series 3, PSA 10, $3,350 USD. I'll zoom in for you guys just to take a look at that artwork. We're gonna have a few more cards selling from the Collector's Paradise as well, showing up later on in the video. Umbreon VMAX, Evolving Skies PSA 10, $3,550. Tons of these moving on a weekly basis. Skyla, this is actually an old PSA slab here, and this is a PSA 10 from Boundaries Crossed in the black and white era, $3,700 USD. There are only 19 of these in a PSA 10, so very, very rare card. Total population, 614. So that's a 3%, more or less, PSA 10 rate. Very, very low. Armored Mewtwo. This is from the Collector's Chest, the Fall 2019 chest. $3,850 in a PSA 10. And again, a very low gem rate card, only 297 tens. Total pop, 5,570. Umbreon EX from Prismatic SIR, $4,200 in a PSA 10. I think that's been in this range for a while, I want to say, or maybe it's moved up a little bit back into the low 4,000s. And then Gengar Mimikyu GX, the other team up card I was talking about, $4,350 USD in a PSA 10. We have the Mewtwo GX from Shining Legends. A lot of people love this card. PSA 10, $4,650 USD, fairly low gem rate there as well, around 20%. And then we have a Mega Gengar EX here. This is from a collector's chest as well, I think 2016. And this went for $5,200 in a PSA 10. And a few more here. We do have the Luigi Pikachu promo, Japanese PSA 9, so not a 10, a 9. This went for $5,702. That's important to point out too. If this was a PSA 10, it'd probably be like 12 to 15,000, maybe even more than that. Jolteon here, this is from Delta Species, PSA 10, so some huge cards moving this week. And this went for $6,800 USD, only 47 of these in the world. We also have another old PSA label here, PSA 9 too. This is from Legendary Collection. It's the Charizard Reverse Holo, and this sold for $8,350 USD. Latias and Latios GX, the Lovebirds, $10,500 USD. I did throw this into 130 point just to confirm it did sell for full asking. Apparently, there were no offers accepted on that card. Snorlax here, 2016. This is a pre-release staff promo from Call of Legends, and you can see the stamp on the card. I don't know. I mean, this is the first time I've seen this card. I don't know if this is sun fading from like the yellow to the white here, or if the card just looked like this. The back looks really good, so I don't really know. Someone who has more understanding of vintage, definitely feel free to leave a comment here. But $11,211 USD. There's apparently 23 of these in the world. Very, very rare card. We also have the Charizard poncho here, PSA 10. This one for $12,100 USD. And there were a lot of big sales this week. This is a Darkrai EX from the black and white era, PSA 10, another old cert, and this one for $13,255 USD. A few more here, Rayquaza. This is from Roaring Skies, PSA 10, the Mega Rayquaza. This sold for $13,600 USD. We also have a Mega Charizard EX from Flashfire. That's the booster box that, if we can go back here, sold for $9,500 USD earlier on in the video. The PSA 10 going for $14,712. There's only 176 of these in the world, so another fairly rare card. Tyranitar EX, this is from Dragon Frontiers, and this in a PSA 10 went for $15,100 USD. And a couple more here to close out the video. We have a Rayquaza. This is from EX Deoxys, PSA 10. There's only 20 of these in the world. Only 20 of them. You know, you can say whatever you want about the artwork, but it's just an incredibly rare card. $15,218 through Z&G Emporium. And the most expensive card that sold this week that we're going to see in this video is actually a Trico. Surprisingly, it's a Trico Pop 9. This is from the 2004 Pokemon Kids WB. And this is a Poke card creator. And in a PSA 10, this went for $21,100 USD. I don't know a ton about this card. So again, you guys that have the vintage knowledge who watch these videos, definitely feel free to educate us in the comments down below what the story or the lore is about this card. I'm sure it'd be something interesting, but very, very rare, even though the artwork is, well, it is what it is. It's a vintage card. Let's just leave it at that. Stay safe wherever you guys are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.